Hello, everyone. A company can make a lot of money, but what really happens is how much it costs to run the business. That's where total operating expenses come in. What are total operating expenses? They are the regular costs a company pays to run its business each day. These include fixed expenses like rent, employee salaries, and the systems a company needs to operate. Because these costs happen repeatedly, they must be controlled very carefully. Operating expenses show how efficiently a company is managed. When these expenses are lower, companies usually earn higher profits. They also make it easier to compare companies in the same industry. In short, total operating expenses represent the cost of keeping a company running every day. So, what is included? Operating expenses include several key categories that support a company's daily operations. First is research and development. This covers developing new products or improving previous ones. It includes innovation, testing, and efforts focused on long term growth. Next is rent and utilities. This includes office or workspace rent along with electricity, water, internet, and other basic utilities needed to keep the business running. Another major category is marketing and advertising. These are the costs of promoting products and services, such as advertising campaigns, branding, and sales efforts. Finally, operating expenses include salaries and wages. These refer to payments made to employees and management, including bonuses and employee benefits. Together, these expenses represent the costs required to operate and support the business every day. Let's look at a simple example using a lemonade stand. First, the lemonade comes from directly the customers buying the product, which is $300 in revenue. It represents all sales before any expenses are taken out. Next, there are several costs involved in running the stand. $50 is spent on advertising, such as posters or signs. This helps attract more customers and is necessary to increase sales. The stand also pays $60 in helpers' wages. This covers the people helping with setup, serving customers, and cleaning up. These workers are needed to keep the operation running smoothly. There is also a cost of goods of $120, which includes renting space or equipment. This cost is necessary to sell the lemonade properly. When we add these costs together, the total operating expenses comes to $230. These are the total costs required to run the lemonade stand, and they must be paid regardless of how much lemonade is sold. Why do operating expenses matter? They matter because they show how efficiently a company is run. Lower operating expenses usually mean better cost control and stronger management. When expenses are lower, more revenue can turn into profit, helping companies stay profitable even when sales are low. Operating expenses also help make it easier to compare companies in the same industry and identify which ones operate more efficiently. In conclusion, total operating expenses represent the cost of running a business each day. They include regular expenses like salaries, rent, marketing, and research that keep a company operating. Understanding operating expenses helps us see how efficiently a company is managed, how much profit it can generate, and how it compares to others in the same industry. In the end, strong businesses don't just focus on earning revenue, they focus on controlling their operating expenses. In the next video, I will go into more financial terms used to calculate operating expenses.